YouTube, welcome again to Roxonniaspeaks. Yeah. And so I want to big up my subscribers and big up to my viewers and those who are not yet subscribed. Please to click that button and don't forget the notification bell. Always like and share this video with your friends and family. So there has been this discussion going around about the whole teacher migration thing, brain drain and the whole hullabaloo come September morning because some schools don't have enough teachers and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna just give my few cents. I am not a trained teacher, but based on my profession, I actually do trainings that I would say pretty much more in line with adult education. Same or similar concept. You're teaching a student based on a curriculum. Training, we're teaching based on certain objectives and guidelines. It's not so detailed and rigid like the school system, but similar. Yeah. So everybody left a go foreign. I have no problems with that. I wish I could not leave a go foreign for better opportunities. And so right, so teacher migration, teacher gone look for better options overseas, looking at what is happening in the economy, the decline of the dollar, the expense, inflation with everything else, and your pay is not increasing, but yet still everything else in terms of expenses and so forth, and certain benefits that you might get will soon be cut off. Why not look for opportunities? There are two sides to this coin. People have to really look at what is happening to them personally to make those decisions. We can't make a decision for them. I don't think these teachers are intentionally leaving to spite anybody, but really because of their own personal ambitions and what they want to achieve for themselves and their family. And if that opportunity comes up, why not? Looking at another side now, if teachers don't leave, there won't be any room for new teachers to enter the classroom. Now, teaching is a skill that you would have gained, yes, at school, and it's more experiential. So the more you teach is the more you get better at it. You get to learn different techniques and so forth. But having a school filled with all new teachers won't make sense, because you need senior teachers in the school to guide the newer teachers who are coming in, how the culture of the school, the organization, how things are done, probably provide some tips and so forth, because them know the system long time and them know it. You are really coming out of the classroom, and you are going actually now into real life. Yes, you may have gotten some experience while at school and so forth, but this is the real deal. This is the real world. Now you're going to have to live off these the earnings from your job pretty much. At school, you're doing it to get a grade. The real life, you're doing it to keep your money, right? And you're going to need some guidance, and you need to get the support from the more senior staff. So there has to be a balance. There has to be something that that allows for that type of relationship where the older teachers can guide the younger teachers, right? I saw an article the other day about the gentleman who said he has not been in the classroom for 8 years and he's a teacher. But at the bottom of the article, I think I'm going to post the article somewhere here. At the bottom of the article, you could you could see where he said he's still interested, but he may not want to be a full-time teacher. Now where am I going with this? Jamaica, I don't know. Is it full time for us to review what is happening in the country and to see if we could have a system where work is not necessarily 9 to 5 but is on an hourly basis like the United States? I don't know if it can work. Maybe an economist can look at it to determine if that is actually better for us or worse for us. Because if you have teachers leaving, if they have the option to do certain subjects or to work half of the morning or half day and then do other work other time, then perhaps we wouldn't have that problem, because at least they can be making money from a second job. The structure, the setup locally is not so. We all working 9 to 5, and then sometimes because we are not getting enough income that we would want, we tend to open or start a business on the side. Not saying that most persons do it, but sometimes it may affect productivity of the work that exists. So what are we gonna do? We want to improve productivity. We want to keep the brain in Jamaica. What are we going to do? The teachers them of course long time about their money, them compensation and so forth, what they're doing in the classrooms. You realize that some of the newer teachers, they really don't. You have teachers, there's some work, as I say, you have to look beyond work. I hear a lot of teacher talk, and even in other jobs too, they're not only there for the function of them work, but because of the nature of what they do, they sometimes end up be guidance counselor, they sometimes end up be a charity or a charitable person, because they have to give people lunch money, provide things for them, and so forth. So once you think of a particular profession, you have to know that you have to love people, you have to go above and beyond when you're doing these things. Sometimes with education now, remember, where this particular kind of profession is very, very powerful, because the minds of the young people going into the future, we want to ensure that they are molded properly, right? And not just doing it for, because you feel like you might give bare minimum because you're not getting enough pay, and so you do this, and you not care about the students then because you and your employers having issues. But we also have to remember the flip side of it, right? The children need to get the guidance. I'm not saying go above and beyond and you don't get no compensation. I'm not into that. But you have some teachers now. I mean, I remember back in my days, we had a teacher. I'm not gonna. The teacher taught me accounts, and to this blessed day, I have a problem with accounts. Because the teacher come in the class and she just talk here, our story, our personal story, which had nothing to do with accounting, and then I'm telling them my head just get mixed up and messed up. And that are from high school, I'm a big man now, and all I've done other accounting courses at university in my work in terms of making it practically applicable. And to this day, sometimes I still get confused because of what would have been taught at that stage of my life. So those young stage in your life, you want to make sure say you get the things them correct, and that's why they always say send the children them to Sunday school, because there are certain principles that you want to instill in them. It's the same thing with knowledge. Remember, if you not go through basic school, you can't go primary school. Or, well, you can matriculate to primary school, but you need that foundation knowledge in order to move it to the next level. So if you're at a particular level and you're not getting that type of knowledge, or it ought to be delivered, then say the next step you're gonna have some serious problems, and even further on in the workplace. Right, because whatever we're doing now in the classroom should be able to help you later on when you go into the workplace. Right? So some teachers, you have to be a little bit more flexible in how you deliver your information. Not everybody have different type of learners. Some people learn with them eye, graphical learners, them prefer to see charts and images and colors, and so some people learn auditory, them and learn, them and listen. Some people will just listen and them good. Some people they're a mixture, right? And some people it have to be practical. I'm a love them kind of people. Like I think I'm a little bit of everything. But when I'm at work and I'm delivering my content, I love for it to be practical. So you have those people who work, it have to make sense, it have to practically applicable. So I have to try to find a mix with all of that. So I'm just saying that I don't know, there's a work to be done, and I think government need to really seriously sit down and think about what is happening with the teachers, and not only with teachers, you know. If you look across all the different professions, especially those that are employed by the government, you realize it's a similar kind of trend. People are leaving. So yes, teachers are leaving, but bodies are leaving. The brain drain, not only with the teachers, but also with the different professions. People are leaving to go overseas for better. What can we do to prevent that? What can the government do to prevent that? Some people, when people are leaving the organization, they don't think it's anything. You know, 5, 6, 7 people are leave one time. Next month at the same 5, 6, 7 people are leave, and you know, wonder what you are doing wrong, or what you can do better, or oh, it is always the staff. I don't know, but these are some of the things that we need to think about. I don't know why too. In other countries, teachers are well paid. In other countries, government workers are well paid. But in some countries, we are at the bottom of the barrel in terms of the pay scale. But it's a my few cents still. Baby Liam wake up. I'm going to have to attend to him. But yeah.
It's Leo, man. Say hi, guys. It's Leo.
Liam is not so well, right, Papa? Right, Lee?
He's sick. Say hi to the people who subscribe. Say hi to YouTube, Liam. And if you don't like him,
I want to hear your take on it. You can leave a little 2 cents below. Remember to like the video, remember to share it, and remember to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.